In Umuozara, a quiet village where the rooster's crow announced dawn and the evening drums reminded the people of their ancestors, life flowed with simplicity and pride. The people lived by the rhythm of the land, farming, trading, and gathering in the village square during moonlight nights to hear folktales. Among the families of Umuozara was that of Uwokoye, a respected farmer, whose two daughters, Adaora and Chiamaka, were the pride and envy of many. They were raised with love and discipline, yet their personalities could not have been more different. Adaora, the elder, was gentle, soft-spoken and kind. She treated everyone in the village with respect, whether they were young or old. Chiamaka, the younger sister, was beautiful and lively, but her spirit carried fire, ambition, envy, and a stubbornness that often clashed with her sister's calm. The sisters grew up close, sharing chores, laughter, and secrets. They would walk to the stream together, carrying clay pots on their heads, laughing as water splashed against their feet. They wove baskets with their mother and pounded yam with their grandmother. But as the years passed, comparisons crept in. Villagers openly said, "Adaora will make a fine wife. She is patient and humble." Others whispered, "Chiamata's beauty will carry her far. Men will fight for her hand." The words planted seeds in Chiamaka's heart, small at first, but growing. She loved her sister, yet she began to measure herself against her. When Adaora was praised, she felt invisible. When Adaora was noticed by elders or young men, she burned inside, though she never spoke. It was during the annual New Yam Festival that everything began to change. The village square was alive with music, drumming and dancing. Men beat talking drums, women clapped and sang, children ran barefoot chasing each other around fires where roasted yam smoked sweetly. At the center of it all stood Obina, the son of the village chief, a tall, strong young man with kind eyes. He had just returned from the city, where he had gone to learn trade, and his presence alone turned heads. Obina's gaze fell on Adaora. He saw her laughter, the way she carried herself with quiet grace, the way she bent to help an old woman pick up fallen firewood. His heart made his choice. That night, Obina approached Owokoya's hut with kola nuts, wine, and elders by his side. He asked for Adaora's hand. Chiamaka watched from the shadows. Her heart cracked. She thought Obina would notice her beauty, her charm. Instead, his eyes sought Adaora. Though she smiled when others watched, jealousy rooted deep in her chest. The betrothal was set. Songs were sung. Gifts were exchanged. But from that night on, Chiamaka was never the same. She began to pull away from Adaora, no longer laughing at her jokes or sharing secrets at night. When they went to the stream, she walked ahead in silence. When they cooked together, she stirred the soup roughly, avoiding her sister's eyes. Adaora noticed, but said nothing. She thought it was just mood. She did not know her sister's love had soured into bitterness. One market day, Chiamaka disappeared into the forest, away from curious eyes. She went to the hut of a woman feared by many. The old widow who lived at the edge of the trees, whispered to be a witch. The woman welcomed her with a toothless smile. "I know why you are here," the old woman said, her voice like dry leaves. "You want what your sister has. You want Obina." Chiamaka's lips trembled, but she nodded. The old woman gave her a bundle wrapped in dark cloth. "Hide this under your sister's bed before the wedding. By the third night, Obina's love will turn away from her. He will see only you. But remember, every charm has a price." Chiamaka clutched the bundle with shaking hands. She felt fear, but envy was stronger. That night, while Adaora slept, Chiamaka crept into her room. The moonlight streamed in through the cracks of the thatched roof. She slipped the bundle under Adaora's bed and tiptoed out. Her heart pounded so loudly she thought it would wake her sister. But nothing happened the next day. Adaora awoke with her usual smile, humming as she fetched water. Obina visited, bringing gifts of palm wine and meat. The village sang of their love. Yet, inside Chiamaka, the fire burned hotter. She told herself the charm would work soon. She waited and waited. By the second week, Adaora began to fall ill. Her skin paled, her laughter grew faint, her body weakened. The villagers murmured. Some said it was the hand of the gods. Others said someone had cursed her. Obinna stayed by her side, feeding her soup, fanning her when fever came. He did not turn to Chiamaka. His devotion made her fury unbearable. Then, one night, the truth was revealed. Adaora's father, disturbed by his daughter's strange sickness, prayed to the ancestors for guidance. He dreamt of the hidden bundle beneath his daughter's bed. At dawn, he searched, and there it was. When he unwrapped it, a foul stench filled the hut. Feathers, bones, and strange powder spilled onto the floor. Gasps filled the air. The elders were summoned. Adaora lay weak, her eyes half closed, while Chiamaka trembled in the corner. The elders turned to her. "Child, is this your doing?" Her lips quivered, but the truth fell out in sobs. "I wanted Obinna. I wanted what she had." The hut fell silent. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath. Adaora opened her eyes, tears sliding down her face. With a voice weak but clear, she asked only one question. "Sister, why?" Shame consumed Chiamaka. She ran from the hut into the forest, her cries echoing through the night. Some say the earth swallowed her. Others say she wandered, cursed, until she died alone. Adaora slowly recovered, though the wound of betrayal never healed. She and Obinna married, but their joy was always shadowed by the memory of the sister who chose envy over love. And so, in Umuozara, when elders tell this story, they end with a warning. Jealousy is a fire. It burns not only its target, but the one who carries it. The tale of Adaora and Chiamaka lived on, not only as a love story, but as a reminder that the deepest cuts are made by those closest to us.